The controversy continues tonight over Plainfield Township allowing a convicted sex offender to serve as a firefighter and to work in the township office. Jeffrey Hawkins is currently out on bond on new criminal charges, but it's his past that has some residents upset, and those residents launched their own investigation, as Jessica Leffler shows us.
Brian, this massive book is chock full of documents that were pulled by residents of Plainfield Township by the Freedom of Information Act request. Those residents are upset with Hawkins' past, a complaint where he allegedly sexually assaulted a 12-year-old relative. However, that didn't stop his working with the township, even though his supervisor was aware of it.
As to discipline and those types of things, those are things that I would defer to elected leadership to take care of, but apparently we don't have any leadership here in Plainfield Township.
Tracy Kornack, Plainfield Township resident, was one of a handful who came to the Plainfield Township Board of Trustees meeting Monday night. Fire Chief David Peterson and Township Manager Robert Homan say they knew firefighter and township employee Jeffrey Hawkins was convicted as a sex offender in 1995. He was not released from his position until a new investigation was sparked after Hawkins was arrested for allegedly soliciting a minor on Facebook. Scott Harvey, Plainfield Township clerk, says although Hawkins worked in his office, he had no idea about his past.
My conscience was shocked when I came in the first time the chief told me what he knew from 1995.
The Board of Trustees decided unanimously to not discipline Homan or Peterson.
The chief made the decision, the chief said he made the decision, and the chief was trying to keep everything in line and make sure nothing else happened. And unfortunately, something else did happen.
Kornack filed multiple Freedom of Information Act requests with the township to obtain these documents, including the police report from the 1995 CSC complaint, Hawkins' registry on the sex offender list, and a character reference letter from Fire Chief Peterson for Jeff Hawkins in April and May in 1997. There's also speeding tickets for Hawkins and a memorandum where Jeff drove an ambulance after being at a fire banquet in February of 1998 after drinking alcohol. Enough alcohol to get a ride home from the banquet. Hawkins, however, admitted responsibility and used, quote, bad judgment by responding to a call and driving a township ambulance afterwards. Residents and parents are outraged and say this violates hiring policies for the Plainfield Township Fire Department and that those who knew about Hawkins' past should be held responsible.
This issue is not going away until they take responsibility for their actions and they hold the others accountable for their failure to take action that was appropriate under the circumstances and within their own guidelines.
We attempted to contact Fire Chief Peterson for comment. We were told by the firefighters at the station he's currently on vacation. We were able to touch base, however, with Robert Homan. Homan tells us that he did know about Hawkins' past and that Hawkins was on the criminal sex offenders list, and at the time of his hire, there was no policy or requirement to take action at that time. Plainfield Township is working on a policy, and Monday night they said that they won't hire anybody until a policy is in place. Brian?
Jessica, thank you.